What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Flip and Bolt Show, and today I'm gonna be trying to beat Node at least. I already got a 18% now, so I can say that I've already gotten the 16%. I got 18%, just like 2% higher. Node is my favorite level now. One time my brother, he spelled ACU like ACU. OE. Bro spelled ACU the wrong way. Lil bro spelled ACU the wrong way. He spelled it like he spelled the first 3 letters right in the right order, but he spelled them. But then he continued on to add 2 more levels with an E at 2 more letters with an E at the end. That makes sense a little bit. Oh, okay. At first I thought Node was physically impossible. Have you ever seen that thing before where somebody's siblings, they tried to make an impossible level and force their oldest sibling to verify it? Who's actually a pro at Geometry Dash and knew that level, you see that level, is actually unphysically impossible. Because they beat it on the 2nd try, that's how I know. I'm gonna have to look at the video again. Hold on, let me find it. I still remember that one time where I said I had a Festive 6-7, and I said I was gonna give it to somebody, and then somebody was like, W Flame. I said that while live. Hold on, check. Wow, 0 concurrent viewers, 0 chat rate, 0 views. And it's still in the YouTube live control panel is still saying that it's excellent. Everything 0 is excellent. Nah, I think 5, 12 or 1 or more is excellent than 0. Because 0 is the absence of stuff. Like 0 could mean the absence of anything, like 0 apples, 0 viewers, 0 skill. You could add 0 to like anything as long as it's counting something. Accu is the easiest extreme demon. I checked on the global demon list, turns out it is. What? Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Somebody once, they lied about how skilled they are. They said that they've beaten like 1 trillion demons, which you see, there is 1 trillion demons again. In fact, there's no such thing as 1 trillion demons. There's only 9,999. 20%. Went up from 16% to 18%, then 19, and now 20. I may look. At first, I thought that node was physically impossible, but now I realized it is possible like that. How do you do that part, you're probably wondering? Even though it's physically impossible, it actually is not. That's why I didn't. That's why I got a 10%. I didn't believe in myself, but now I believed in But then I believed in myself, and I knew the right ways. So you see, you actually have to hold at that part. Like here's a close up of clicking. See, I hold it there. That's how you're gonna beat. That's how you're gonna beat node. It's a memory level. Guys, I beat an insane demon, but I used, unfortunately I used hacks for it. Only one hack, which is the most major one. It was for invisible deadlocked. I turned on the hitboxes. I was already too much experience with deadlocked. But still, it's easy anyways. Because all you have to do is you have to beat deadlocked memorize the clicks, do it like try and beat Deadlock to like as much times as you can, and then put all of that memorization into Invisible Deadlock. Because it's just the same level, but instead everything's invisible. Except for the background and the character. I want to try Sonic Wave now. Now that I figured out that Sonic Wave is really easy. At least one part of it. I'm really skilled. You saw that attempt 3 attempts ago. On like attempt 4. Now 5 attempts ago. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 attempts ago. I mean, just 12. 14 attempts ago. For the 4th attempt, that's really skilled. But eventually I'll be able to make it that far on like the 1st attempt. And I might even go further. I just wish there was a shop that you could buy the wave that Zoink uses. Imagine if there's actually a mode called the Wave. That'll be so cool. For now, I just use this wave. I've beaten 8 demons and 1 insane. Come on, yeah, this is easier than Sonic Wave and Thinking Space 2. I have to look at the hitboxes. Sakup in Hell by Trusta. Trusta has already made so many popular levels. The most popularist one is Yadorogasku. The most popularist level that Andromeda made, it would have to be Poltergeist. That's what I mean by easiest extreme. This is like the easiest extreme. But the real easiest, Red World, in my opinion. Because I've gotten like 31%. You know what, just play some Yoshi's music. Just play some Yoshi's World music. Hey, that's the hit. Let's see. Hold on, pause. So, oh. Let's see. Bro, it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months.
2 months for what, man?
Death Reaper it's officially been 2 months since Death Reaper was made. And still, Death Reaper is still not rated.
Well, have you been able to beat it?
I haven't, but I used like, I would call it like a hack upload. You know, I'm gonna do every endo clip. Bro. This kind of reminds me of Roblox a little bit, like the Xbox main menu theme. I used to play Roblox on my Xbox all the time. Bro, my other computer that's streaming this, it's dying. This is my favorite part of every end. But one of the most hardest. Second hardest, actually. Bro, 22 minutes and 0 views. Imagine if a teacher streamed. Teacher. Bro, every end, you are not Mr. Smiley Face. You are not Mr. Heart. Ronnie says that he's beaten every end. He says he's beaten Thinking Space 2, and he says that he used a no clip and he got an award for using no for being so good at the game. My friend Ronnie is just a random Geometry Dash player and unpopular player. He's not my friend. I mean, he is my friend, but his real name is not Ronnie. That's just his nickname. Oh, this is my favorite part. You cannot forget about this part. My skill is gonna pay off here. I practice in practice mode. Ronnie says he's let's just call him Ronnie for now. That person that I'm talking about. So that person, he apparently says that, like, he says that he has beaten like all extreme demons, all demons. Like, he says he's beaten millions of them. But you see, there actually isn't such a thing as a million extreme demons. Like, there's only like, let me show you how much. 1,520. And he says he's beaten all 980 demons, which you see. Mr. Spaghetti, who is the top one, he's only beaten 8,688 demons. Wait. I almost said that I almost thought that said, Pokemon, I love you. Bro, I'm placed to this rank. Terrace is actually second. Arsavolt was originally third. Oh. Hi, Shadow. At first, no to may look physically impossible, like how I'm doing it. For Noobanini Pizza Nini's here. Noobanini Pizza Nini's here. Noobanini Pizza Nini's means like noobs. At first it may look impossible, but you see, actually at the part that looks physically impossible, you actually have to hold. Like, here's a real actual proof that you have to hold. You can't go there, actually. So that's why you have to hold, then click. So it's like, and that's how, like that. I figured out my first memory part that I ever pass. It's only by chance. thought I just heard somebody shout. Sorry about that. I've never played virtualization. Yeah, have I? Yep, I never. I don't ever remember like this. I do remember playing X, okay? I do. Remember this OG. I used to never be able to do X. I used to never. So that's when I watched a video. Why? Because you see those saw blades, they're moving. So for noobs, they are like, it makes it harder. And some people might even crash out on this. Buried Angel, I'm able to get to like 22%, so it is possible. First I used to think that Speed Racer was physically impossible, but now I realized it's possible, it's physically possible. This is weird. Hi, Case. I know this may not look like it, but I did node twice, actually. Weird is physically impossible. It just is. I didn't beat B yet. It's just this is one of the series. I realized I still can't do B yet. I'm gonna have to beat like Space Circles, Chromatique, Problematic, Node. I'm gonna have to beat all of them. But I will try B, I promise. Let's see if Minecraft is has made orbit. This orbit is not the right orbit. Even though it's extra long, this is not the right orbit. The cosmic level is like bro, only 2 levels is like, I don't know. I mean, only 2 levels are long. Most of Minecraft's levels are like extra long. You got a 84% on B. Even every end is extra long. It's the longest level. It's the longest level out of all of his levels. Wait. One extreme demon. B is really easy. I'm even I know a swag route on B. Secret LDM swag route. Super secret LDM swag route. In my opinion, B is almost like have you guys ever heard of Project J? Project J by Jax? That one's more built like the literal the nightmare than the nightmare itself. So let me show you it. So Jax. So this is Project J. Most people, they can't even figure out how to do the first jump. Meanwhile, I do. So that's why it's gotten like this much dislikes. Let me find it. Yup, the nightmare. Project J be built like the nightmare more than the nightmare itself. And why is it even a medium demon? It should be an extreme demon. Nice. The nightmare is like the easy demon, but I won't judge. Cause we're long distance friends. And you're welcome. Did you just see that? Did anybody here just see that? Project J is actually getting kinda easy. Project J must be like the hardest medium demon. The hardest. I'm gonna end the stream, okay? Okay.